We are then going to add some chunks. Hi, I'm Elaine from Foodblog Sourdough, and in this video we are making another of our rapid sourdough recipes, which could also be called discard recipes, however you want to title it, whatever it is you're using. The point is we are using our lovely starter in a different way to make something faster. So those of you that know me and have watched any of my other videos know that I do not build up a massive amount of starter. I feed my starter for the purpose. So I have fed up my starter ready to make these recipes. In our previous video, we made banana bread because that's where you begin. What I'm going to do in this video is take pretty much the same recipe, but we're going to turn it into muffins. The beauty of this being, they bake faster, we can eat them sooner. And we're going to play around and put some other things in. So in this occasion, we're going to add some chocolate chips to it. We're also going to play around with some different flour for this one. So one of the main beauties of these recipes is that our starter is not there for lift. It's there to add texture and flavour. The lift comes from the mix of the eggs, the bicarbonate of soda or baking soda and the baking powder. And we can use whatever flours we fancy because we're not making a full loaf. So let's get started for this one. We are going to start with 100 grams of our fabulous starter. Remember, in any form, fed, unfed, discard, hungry, whatever you fancy. If you use really hungry starter for these kind of recipes, you'll get an extra sourness. And if it's really, really hungry, it can sometimes mean that people think you've put alcohol in your recipes. I made something once, a fast recipe with some very, very, very hungry starter, and everybody thought that I'd put alcohol in it. So if you want to recreate that kind of flavour without the real thing, it's quite fun. So there's our 100 grams of starter. So for this one, I'm going to use a bit of our dark rye flour. We're going to have 50 grams of that. Don't need to be too precise with it, as long as the total amount of flour ends up being 200 grams. You don't need to worry about it too much. We're going to just even that out a bit with a bit of the white spelt. Let's throw in 100 grams of that. Just because we can, just because we're playing. And then we're going to top it off with 50 grams of our einkorn flour. So this is the whole grain einkorn flour. This is also a great way to use up bits and pieces if you've got any leftover bits of flour. Okay. So that's our flour in the pot. We're going to add 50 grams of already softened butter. We have got 50 grams of honey. Now, I never add refined or granulated sugar to any of my recipes. I also don't make my recipes mega, mega sweet. If you want them sweeter, you want to use sugar, feel free. Now we're going to add our bananas. So we've got 3 wonderfully ripe bananas. And what we're going to do is just peel and mash them. So your bananas can be in as ripe as you've got. If you've got bananas that you're thinking of throwing away, these recipes are perfect for that. So we just want 3 nicely ripe, medium bananas. All I'm going to do with these bananas, give them a bit of a mash. They don't need to be particularly silky or whizzed up or anything like that. We're just going to have a bit of a mash. It's the time of year when that's making me think of the monster mash. As you might guess, it's autumn, as you can see from the decorations behind me. So, those lovely mashed bananas all going in. Because James is on the other side of the camera, he can't come and lick any plates or any utensils at the moment. Just going to stick that over there. We are going to add 1 egg, whatever size. I'm not really precious. I tend to buy those boxes of eggs that are a whole mixed set of sizes. So this is where our rise is coming from. It's coming from our egg and our baking soda or bicarbonate of soda. So we want 1 teaspoon or 7 grams of the bicarbonate of soda, and then half a teaspoon of the baking powder. And for this one, we are then going to add some chunks. You can go chocolate chips, you can go chocolate chunks. So we're going to add in 50 grams of them, or maybe you're a bit heavy-handed and there's a few more than that. So this has got everything in it that we need. So all we're going to do is give this a nice stir. So this could be baked as the whole loaf, very much like in our previous video, or for this one we're going to go muffins, just because it's a bit different, it's faster. And it's the point is that you can take the same mix and really do so much with it. You could be adding in nuts. You could be adding some more walnuts into this, and pecans. You can mix up the different chocolate chips. You can add in like those toffee chunks that you can buy, or the little honeycomb pieces, whatever you fancy. You could add in some spice, you could add in some dried fruit. So I want to make sure that that starter is coming off the bottom of the bowl. So we're mixing it all in. Look at that. Right, try not to over mix it here. All we're going to do is spoon it into our prepared muffin pan. So as evenly as you can. You might have one of those ice cream scoops to keep it a bit more even. I'm not that organised. Just gonna squish it into our waiting muffin cases. So all our mixture is in our muffin cases, and all I've done is do it by eye. So what we could now do, if you really wanted, is just add a few extra of these chocolate chunks on the top. So all I've used here is dark chocolate, those kind of packs of chunks that are designed for baking. So you could keep this healthier if you wanted to, but you know, we're just having a bit of fun with it. Throw a bit over the top if you want. Plus, use them up. There you go, I think that'll do. So this is going to go into the oven at either 160 centigrade or 325 Fahrenheit if you have a fan assisted or convection oven. Or it's 180 centigrade or 350 Fahrenheit if you have a non-fan or convection oven. You can bake these from a cold start. My oven is already on, so I'm going to put them in underneath the big loaf of banana bread I'm currently baking, and they need to be in the oven for about 20 minutes. Key thing, keep an eye on them. After 20 minutes, we're going to put a skewer in, make sure that they're cooked. If your oven's already been on, you might want to check it at 15 minutes. So these are going to go in the oven and breakfast is on the way, James. Oh, it's time for the muffins. Look at those. So we're just going to do a little check just to be safe. Make sure. Look at that, coming out clean, except for a little squish of chocolate. So here are our chocolate chip banana bread muffins with all of those different flours. I'm not going to keep trying to do this on film because it's a little bit warm and I'm going to make a mess. The other beauty of making these rapid recipes is you don't need to wait. It's not like when we make our loaf recipes and you need to wait for hours before you slice into it. You can just get on with eating one. Did you want a hot muffin, James? That is the boy behind the scene going, ah. So probably should leave them a bit longer than this. But look at that. Look at all that goodness. You can see the flowers, you can see bits of the banana. You can also see the fact it's a bit hot and it's burning my fingers. But, you know, we're just going to try just, oh, look at that. Look at that. Very, very good. So those are our banana bread and chocolate sourdough muffins. And there's a hand that's probably going to just appear and going to sneak in and nick one of those. Please do check, look online to find the recipe. And if you do make them, have fun. Play around with the flowers, play around with what you put in them. That's our muffins. One of the beauties of these recipes is about the different flours. I know you've all seen a banana bread recipe or a banana bread muffin recipe, but the aim of these recipes is just to show that you can use all these different flours. So if you've got something like this, I've never used this flour before, but it would give me an opportunity to play around with it, throw it in one of these recipes, see what it tastes like. If you've got leftover ends of bags, it gives you a chance to use some of them up. So this is one of the reasons we're doing these recipes, so that we've got some fast recipes available for you, but also to play around with the flours. So do get creative. If you don't have any of these, just use straight plain flour or all-purpose flour, because that will also do the trick. But I highly encourage you just to have a play.